Nancy McKeon didn't leave Hollywood because of a scandal. She didn't burn out or fade away. She walked out at the exact moment most actors would have done anything to stay. And that quiet exit has haunted people's curiosity ever since. Born on April 4, 1966, in New York, Nancy grew up in a family where show business wasn't a dream. It was simply life. She and her brother Philip started young, modeling together as children, and learning the rhythms of cameras and casting rooms before most kids had figured out long division. That bond with Philip would become one of the most defining relationships of her life. At just 14, she landed the role that would change everything. Cast as Jo Polniaczek on The Facts of Life, Nancy played a tough, motorcycle-riding girl from the Bronx who didn't fit the mold, and that's exactly why audiences loved her. Jo wasn't polished or perfect. She was real. For 9 years and over 200 episodes, Nancy gave that character a soul, and an entire generation grew up feeling like Jo was somehow their friend. But Nancy was quietly refusing to be boxed in, even while the show was still running. She took on a TV film about one of the first female firefighters in Los Angeles, then a deeply sensitive role portraying a young woman living with schizophrenia, and then the lead in a film based on the real-life domestic abuse case of Tracy Thurman, a landmark legal story. These weren't image-boosting choices. They were the decisions of someone who genuinely wanted to be challenged. There's an interesting footnote from 1994. Nancy was reportedly considered for the role of Monica on Friends, a part that ultimately went to Courtney Cox. Whether that door closing was a loss or a redirect depends entirely on how you look at what came next. In 1995, on the set of a Hallmark film, she met Mark Andrus, a cinematography technician from Texas, with no interest in fame whatsoever. They took their time, 8 years, before quietly marrying in 2003, with roughly 20 guests and 0 press coverage. Then they moved to a ranch near Austin, where Nancy raised their 2 daughters, Aurora and Harlow, far from the noise of Los Angeles. She never fully stopped working, but she worked differently, directing episodes of the Lifetime series The Division, while also starring in it, writing and directing a short film, and returning to television in small, meaningful ways when it felt right to her. In 2018, she surprised everyone by joining Dancing with the Stars, performing not as a character but as herself, vulnerable, unscripted, and entirely exposed. She was eliminated in week 3, and she was at peace with it. What followed was far harder. In the fall of 2019, Nancy lost her father. 2 months later, she lost Philip, her brother, her childhood companion, at 55 after a private illness. On his birthday, just 1 month before he died, she had posted an old photo of the two of them with the words, "We'll get through it together." They didn't get the chance. She never made her grief into a public performance. She simply kept going, fulfilling her commitments, posting quiet tributes on his birthday every year, keeping him present in the only way she could. In early 2025, Nancy stepped onto an off-Broadway stage in New York for the first time in her career, playing a woman in a decades-long friendship maintained entirely through letters. The role felt almost written for her. Her story isn't about disappearing. It's about knowing who you are, even when the whole world is watching, and having the courage to live accordingly. If that kind of quiet strength resonates with you, hit like and subscribe. There are plenty more stories like this one waiting for you.